going on, people? Yeah, I'm listening to it. I sure am. That was, I think that was short enough. I shouldn't get a copyright strike. Slow Dive, new album is my favorite album so far of the year. It's on repeat. I'm playing. I hear it. It's in my head, so I have to play it. It's comforting. That's what it is. It's a comforting sound. As I, um, catch more of the words. It ain't the words. It sounds like words of love or some kind of shit. I don't care. It's the way that shit feels. That music feels wonderful. So I'll be talking about Slow Dive anytime I damn want to. It is Wednesday, the 13th of September. Cheers, people. I got a review. Tony Vega got a hold of me and said some friends of his had a record out that they wanted to send me. And it arrived yesterday. I've listened to it. And I can give an impression already. So what we have here is Drazek, Fuscaldo, with some interesting people, featuring Dereck, the drummer percussionist. I know his work with Peter Brotzman. He's worked with a lot of folks. Tatsu Aoki, Tim Jones of Cheer Accident, and Joshua Abrams. I mean, that's an impressive bunch of people to get together, okay? And this is brand new. It's called June 22nd. Thanks for sending this to me, folks. Thank you. Sent a nice little letter along with it. I appreciate the mutual appreciation. I do. So this is put out by Feeding Tube Records and Astral Spirits. Sent me a couple of stickers, and yes, my first impression of this is very good. This, it's not a jam, and it's not a recording where the musicians are concerned with showing you what they can do. I think I understand that this is an improvisation. And really what it feels like a group meditation. That's what it feels like. It's like no one is concerned about showing off skills or jumping into the spotlight. It's like this is just moving along, and people respond to the moment as they feel. That's what it sounds like on my first impression. My first impression is quite good, actually. As I want to say again, we have some players on here, folks who are players and are known for their skills. But that's not, to me, I hear that that's not the point of this. This is like some sort of shared experience, and it feels like a meditation. That's the word that keeps coming to mind. It's good. And there's a sense of peace in that as well. I don't know if peace is the right word, but meditation, okay? Thank you, Tony, for prompting the folks or making the connection for me. I like this record. It's not on Discogs yet. Now, I don't post stuff on Discogs myself. So whenever this shows up, I'll add it to my collection, but this is obviously brand new. Thank you for sharing it with me. Since it is kind of a Dear Diary sort of thing, I want to share. I had a conversation. Got a phone call. I don't get a lot of phone calls. I don't like the phone, and people who know me know that. So people don't call me. Hey, what you doing? What's going on? I don't get those calls too often because they're I don't like talking on the phone. I got a rare one from a friend of mine who lives in Lincoln. We have been friends for over 50 years, but it's like our paths are like this. So I don't talk to him. I'm not going to use his name. because what I have to say is critical. It is, but I want to share it. This is a person that I met in my senior year of high school, and we shared some pretty intense stuff, including going to Texas for a summer to work at a Bible camp, and ended up involved in all kinds of very interesting, wonderful adventures. He's the person that I shared seeing Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young at in Houston outdoors at some huge stadium with the Beach Boys and the Youngbloods opening. It was a wonderful show. It was, and my friend said it. We dug back and talked about the past a bit, and it was a special time for him too. I think I understand human nature pretty good. We reach out to others when we need something or want something for the most part. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, that's just the way it is. So when I got this call from this person, the first thing I needed to get out of the way was, is something wrong? Are you about to die, or did someone we know die? And no, that wasn't it. He never calls. We really, like I said, have gone really separate pathways. But stay with me, people. I want to share this. It's kind of a commentary on human behavior, if anything. So when my friend calls me out of a need, okay, and I was able to determine that the reason he called was, number one, his longtime life partner, she passed away several years ago. Apparently, in recent years, he has met someone and fallen in love again. But this woman is out of town at the moment, house sitting. So he's at home, alone, feeling lonely, and decides to reach out to someone, and that person was me. And I'm not just surmising this. In closing out the conversation, we talked for almost an hour on the phone. I don't like to talk, but people mean something to me, and so I don't just brush you aside. But by the end of the conversation, I was able to ascertain, so you called, you're missing your girl, right? Your woman. And that's it, And he needed some company, and it was good to connect. I love this man very much, but we talked about a lot of things, and we touched upon current events and politics. And I said, oh, yeah, I want to talk about it. I want to catch up with you. My friend, when I met him, white person, when we befriended, and the first time he brought me to his house, it was one of those big deals. What's he doing here? Mom was okay. Dad couldn't stand the idea of a black person in his house. So I know that, number one, is in my friend's background. He obviously was above that. We were friends, but we were talking about the latest political stuff, and he swore he's not a Republican. Said he's libertarian. I told him I'm nothing. I'm a concerned citizen. I vote accordingly, in trying to do the right thing, but I'm not a Democrat. And he started talking some really weird shit regarding him saying he's a conservative. And I just wanted to know, well, what does that mean? Can you tell me what conservative actually means to you? Because when I hear that word, the main thing I hear is conservative means selfish, racist, and seemingly entitled. Think that you're entitled. I didn't say that until after I asked him a couple times, can you tell me what conservative means? He couldn't. At one point, he actually started babbling about Hillary Clinton. I said, I won't say his name, I almost said his name. I said, are you out of your mind? Why are you bringing her up? She's not even in office. And then he started talking stuff where he's gone down that rabbit hole. And I just said, I'm glad I asked you, because you ain't making no sense. And the more I ask you, the less sense you make, and you can't explain anything that you're saying to me, which is my problem with people who call themselves either liberal or conservative, because what you're telling me is that your thoughts and your opinions are coming through a filter that creates a distortion and bias, and so there's no clarity. I am not a liberal. I am not a conservative. That sets us up for this madness we're in. I'm a concerned human being. Why is that so hard for people to understand? I think because of brainwashing and propaganda. You know, I love this person, so we pursued trying to talk about it to the point where it was obvious that my friend could not make sense of what he was trying to tell me. He just told me, there's stuff out there. There's stuff out there that proves it. I said, well, show me. Anybody showed me nothing. It's not even, not even hearing some of this shit you're saying to me here. I'm not hearing this in the general news. You done fell down a rabbit hole, bro. So anyway, I wanted to share that, and I wanted to share how we were able to end the conversation lovingly because I care about this person. And I would like to say that I am an example of a person who intends to keep his feet on the ground and not let this political, divisive madness screw up my relationships or my thinking. People are people, and I love all people. This conservative liberal shit is bullshit. Just wanted to share that, The more clarity I asked for, the less I got. Could not define what conservative means. So I just told him, when I hear the word conservative, it means racist and selfish and full of not love, no love. Anyway, Exmal Deutschland, you like to hear about music. Listen to this almost all the way through yesterday. Something caught my attention, and I looked up some of their video because they don't have good quality video. It's just all this old stuff by the band. The singer of the band became an art expert, if I understand it correctly. Anja is her name, German band. She has a distinct look and sound. I love her voice, and I love this band. They start out real primitive and ended up on their last album that I have by them. Well, I don't have the album, actually. I have the single, I'll Be Near You. Very pop, very mainstream. But this is a sound unto itself. On 4AD, where I think was, they were wise to pick up on this band. Exmal Deutschland. I love this kind of stuff. I really do. Anything else I haven't shown down here? No. I'm expecting, I checked with the UPS, and my shipment of CDs is due today by 7 o'clock tonight. I'm very excited. Frankly, as soon as they arrive and I check them for quality, I'm going to, go live online. Not live here, but I'm going to activate the Bandcamp link so that you can buy it. Looking forward to this music. I put on here several of the newer things that I've been working on, plus some older favorites, and their significance in the graphics. The front is a picture of me, but on the back you'll see is a picture of these balloons, black and white balloons. I took those pictures at the memorial for Curly Martin. That was the balloon release for the memory of Curly Martin. So that's why that picture is on the back of the CD. It's significant. It's in memoriam to Curly Martin. He was a friend of mine. He was. Terrace Martin's father, for those that don't know who I'm talking about. Here comes Ray, and he is playing Green Onions. Is that Green Onions? He always plays, I know his playlist like the back of my hand. because it always plays the same shit. It's not shit, but it's shit because I just hear. I've been living here for 30 years, and I hear every year. I hear this playlist every year. It doesn't change. It has not changed since I moved here. Oh, what else? I'll hang out with you for a little while, people. Hope you're doing okay, everyone. Hey, Stephanie. Adrian, if you happen to see this, Karim. Hey, y'all in California. Love y'all. I'm glad they caught the killer, the guy from Brazil. What kind of person would stab his girlfriend 38 times in front of her children? What is that? That is hard for me to comprehend. That's just really hard for me to comprehend. So I'm glad they caught him. I wonder if we can get any other good news today. When it comes to politics, the answer is very likely no. So it's very possible that if my delivery comes at a decent hour today, that I'll get back on to enthuse about it, because this is the hardest part about making records or CDs, is waiting for them to arrive. Go on with your bad self, Ray. I dig my cousin Ray. I do. And most of my neighbors I like. But I have these people right on this side of me, on the south side of my house, who haven't lived there for maybe 2 years now. I don't like what I hear. It's like they have several dogs and they seem to have some sort of exercise that they do with the dogs out in the yard where they're making them mean, and I can hear that they are aggravating the dogs and doing something that it's actually disturbing. Pisses me off, but it's nothing I can do about it. It's their life. But we sure do some weird stuff, people, don't we? We have weird ways about ourselves. That was the other thing in this conversation with this old friend. Let me just go on, because he just wanted to talk about women and girls from the past, and then he kept asking me, "So are you seeing anybody? You seeing anybody?" So I finally told him, it's like, well, you really want to know? The answer is no, and I am frankly fed up with people. I don't care for the drama, male or female. I explained to him, because he apparently didn't know, I went through a period where I was trying to find out if gay life suited me. I found out a resounding no. Good God, But I am not interested in drama, and I'm not, from my perspective, in order to have a successful relationship with the opposite sex, you have to acquiesce. They must get what they want out of you, or it ain't going to be good. They have to have what they want, or you're not getting anything. That's been my experience. I don't imagine that's universal, but that's been mine. So that's why I choose. And I told him, I go a little bit crazy every now and then. I'm human. I need sex, physical contact. But because of my experience, I choose to say, no dick, stay away, leave me the fuck alone. Come over, visit, have a good time. You ain't sleeping here. Get your ass out of here. It works for me. Am I jealous of couples? I used to be, but no, that's not how I'm built. How can I be jealous of people when I'm not like them? Okay? So I just wanted to share that. It was good to, again, I ended the conversation by telling my friend how much I love him. And it's good that we're still connected, But I will not shy away from talking about real stuff with people who claim to be my friends. And that includes current events and politics. It was good. Okay, people, I'm getting up here and looking forward to the UPS truck coming here sometime. And because I'm so looking forward to this, they probably won't arrive until 7 o'clock tonight, which is the due time. It'll arrive by 7 tonight. All right. Take care and let me know how you're doing.